Hey everybody, it's Ramona. I'm back, and I'm going to address this. You can't miss it, and this. And when I get up and walk, my feet hurt a little bit, my knees hurt a little bit, and all that is related to this person right here. She was a very, very unhappy person. And so, I've mentioned it before. It's kind of personal. That's why I'm crying. I'm trying not to. But anyway, I did a bariatric surgery April 2016. And it was the best thing I've ever did in my life. At this point, my blood pressure was up. I was on blood pressure medication. Probably on the verge of diabetes. I stopped going to the gym because my feet hurt. My knees hurt. Everything hurt. And once you stop being active, let me backtrack. I'm sharing this because my sisters, when I had this journey, they said, you should, vlog about it or journal about it. You may be able to help other people, or maybe other people might, be inspired by your journey or whatever. Anyway, I did, because it was just so personal. But anyway, so I'm just going to tell you a little bit about it now. So once you stop being active, once I stopped going, it's just a downhill slide from there. It just is down, 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 and you get past the point of any return at all. You just can't. And so for me, bariatric surgery is like, no, I can do this on my own. I hired a trainer. I lost 50 pounds. It was very expensive, $200 a week, $100 a week for 2 sessions. Got expensive. And so when I stopped going to the trainer, it's like, no, I got this. I can do this on my own. Well, then gradually the weight crept back up again. And, so finally, I knew I had to do something. And one of my very best friends had the surgery, and her husband, and they both were very successful. It was the best thing they ever did. They never, not once ever said to me, you need to do this. This is something you need to do. You need to, whatever. No. We didn't talk about it at all because they knew that for me it wasn't something that I was interested in doing until I got to that point. And I got to that point. And once I made up my mind to do it, I was all in, because like I said, I had practically no life. I wasn't moving. I wasn't doing anything. I didn't want to go anywhere. I didn't want to meet people. And I was basically becoming a hermit. I was being a self-imposed hermit, and I just did not like that. I used to be a very social person. So within a month, I had my, consult with a surgeon. You have to have an endoscopy. You have to have cardiology. You have to have a psych consult. There's all kinds of stuff that you need to do. And I did it all, and I had my surgery on April the 4th, 2016. And I have no regrets. It's the best thing I ever did. Within a month, I was off my blood pressure medication, out walking, getting back to the gym. As of yesterday, I was down 119 pounds. And yes, I do have this. I have a little bit of a belly pooch. Surprisingly, it's not really that bad. Compared to some I've seen, like if you watch that show, My 600-Pound Life, it's nothing like that at all. But I mean, those people are starting off like it's 600 pounds. So that's me. That was my 1 year. That was April 4th, 2017. And I was down about 100 pounds then. And let's see, the pant. Yeah, those are my scrubs that I used to wear to work then. I'm like in one leg of them. And those are my pants I used to wear. Those are the pants that I wore on, going into day of surgery. So anyway, so now I'm left with this. My legs are a little loose. I do have loose skin. And I knew that going in. But to me, it's a small price to pay to be off my blood pressure medication, to have a resting heart rate of 69, to be able to go to the gym and do 5Ks now, and I'm more healthy, I'm active, and I'm ready to go out now and get my social life back. And it was a very difficult decision. And yes, my feet still hurt until I get going. Like I see, even when I get up just now in the video, I was like, oh, you look like an old lady wobbling. And I do. It takes me a minute for my feet to kind of get back under me, because You know, I carried around an extra 120 pounds of weight. And for every 1 pound of weight you're carrying, that's 4 pounds of weight on your joints. So if I lost 100 pounds, that's 400 pounds of, you know, stress off my feet and knees. So they do feel it. So it takes me a few minutes to get warmed up and get moving again. But anyway, so I just wanted to put that out there. If anybody wants to talk about it, if you have questions for me, please let me know down below. I'd be happy to tell you my experience. And I would never, ever, I have a friend now who's scheduled for her surgery, but I would never, ever say to anybody, you should do this. You need to do this. No. You'll know when, if you're ready, and you may not ever be ready. But all I can do is share my experience, that it was what I needed to do. I would never change it for anything in the world. This can be removed at some point, and I probably will, but you know, there are other things that are priorities in my life now. I have, you know, a house to look after. This is going to be several $1,000s and probably a month off work. So I live with it. It's not pretty. I know it's there. And for a long time, I tried to cover it up and wear long sleeves, but you know, it is what it is. And you know, these are my arms. And they are a testament to what I was and what I am and what I have yet to become. So anyway, I didn't mean to cry. Anyway, I just wanted to say, if anybody has questions, if you want to talk about it, I'd be happy to talk to you about it, share my experience. And that's it. So sorry for the blubbering. I'm a blubberheart, and I always do. But anyway, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So that's it. I'll talk to you later. Bye.